Alright, look what I found. Just doing some clean up, and I thought I'll talk about the fire screens. Now I had to get through the front door, that was dodgy and kept locking on me. And when I got through the fire screen, besides me ripping it that day, I've had fire screen damaged before from getting through fire screens. And when I got through, I damaged the fire screen because it recently got fixed. As there's one here bent, as you can see, and then they replaced it and fixed it, and then I end up coming in and bending another one because of the door incident, and had to pay for that one. So that balances out there. They did one, I did one. When they did one, I guess I should have done it then. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing it then, but they did one, so that'll balance out when I check out some paperwork and what's been done. And with these two frames here, so one's one, one's the other. And so between them, you could use that bit and that bit and that bit and that bit and actually make a frame now. So if I need another frame, by keeping these two bits, I can make another frame because it's only damaged here, here, and same with this corner. And this one's actually not too bad. I've got an extra plank in. That one's got a little slight bow in it, but it hasn't got a kink. And I like when it has a kink. But you can fix them by just doing that. Like I'll fix this one. This one's alright. Right? This is what I was talking about, that I could have just fixed it, and then at the end, when it comes to these kind of things, because they can always get damaged again, and it saves money, right? Definitely if you haven't moved out yet. And like I said, over time, things can happen again. Usually choose the same window if you go to get in, you know what I mean? And so you wait till the end, and then that's when you make sure everything should be back to brand new. When you took photos when you first moved in. So if you took photos like that, then you go, well, there you go. As I've got photos of the house hasn't been painted and renovated since the last tenants, then that's fine. That can stay like that, right? Because you didn't do that damage, right? But when you do extra damage, that's when you got to make sure you've cleaned up the extra since those photos. And so, yeah, so I thought I'd mention it's good to keep the old ones, because if it happens again, you can put the new ones, right? If these weren't all replaced, what they could have done, and it's legit at the end, and I would have said, well, shit, what can I do? It's righteous, legit, right? There's no comeback, right, about saying something. So it becomes, when there's no comeback, means they didn't do anything wrong to you, they did everything right, and it's righteous and it's fair, then, until you can come up with the comeback or prove something, there's no comeback, right? So it balances it out, which is what I was just talking about when it comes to the fire screens, right? And another time I got into trouble because I was taking cruises, and then I got blamed for money, right? And taking all this extra money. When you get done for another, you get blamed on the Kelly for another, right? And then until you're proven innocent and guilty. And then when people know that you're doing something, they end up doing something else, like bartenders, playing around with money, and then you become first suspect, because they see you taking things like I was talking about when I used to take the dirty drinks from underneath the bar when I used to clean bars, right? And something you're not meant to do, you're meant to chuck them in the bin and take them outside and then remove them if you wanted to, which I used to do for ages, and then I decided to keep them for an alcoholic family member of mine. I didn't even like these drinks. Most of them were beers and stuff like that, as they got dirty and scratches on them. But anyway, I thought I'll chuck a few different examples in there when it comes to certain things. But there you go. I was just cleaning up the back here on the side, as you can see here. And just going to tidy up all here now and reorganise it a bit. And the birds like the pooing, so I just clean it off. And see if I can move that so I can slide this across a little bit. If it needs to be out here for a little while, and move it out to where I can want to angle it as a unit itself, until I do what I need to do with it. This is going to sit like that, and then yeah, so I've tied it up. I thought I'd do that, and at the same time, check this out. These things here, old vacuums. I always use wet dryers, and I got some over time, and so I just pulled them apart and I recycle everything. But these, I thought I could make like little ponds and have a little stream. I could put the other little nozzles too to make a little stream. Or you could empty it out too if it was a resin pond, or they were on a fuel kind of thing. And so you have a little tap there to empty it out. No bubbles, don't mum. And I got little water fountains and that I haven't used yet that might fit just better in here with a water feature. And that's when I think I've got 2 water fountains that spray and show colours. So I might use them for that. What do you reckon? But anyway, have a good one. And hopefully soon I'll be getting brackets. At the moment I'm just testing out when it comes to this here. And I'm going to get brackets as soon as I can for these things. So I'll just get rid of the wood bull crap and termite. Some of it's treated and some of it wasn't. So I can, they're about $200 to hold 8 that I looked up per bracket, or 150, depends on your sales and upwards, around there. Maybe 99 if you're lucky, to get some aluminium framing to hold it together for that. But that's what I thought I'd do with that wire, just quickly tidy up. Anyway, have a good one, and see you later.